Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on the DXY, the pound, USD and gold. Quickly starting off with the DXY. Last week I anticipated either a continuation to the upside after a break of 104.50 regions to the upside, or we could see a break of 104, a retest of that region, and maybe we could see stock price going down to the downside. From my analysis right now, let's quickly look at the daily time frame so we could get the perspective here. So we've seen price coming to a very important region. We see price week in, week back out. What this means is price closed here on the daily, and the following day price closed back up. If you analyze these two candles, this is like a week. Okay, it means price actually didn't finally close below 104. So now we are consolidating. We see last week we had all consolidations within the regions of 104 and 104.50. So what am I anticipating this week? It's quite a simple move. Now, if we get a price break, we're not going to do anything if price is just fluctuating here. But if you want to get an early entry, we might be seeing an inverse head and shoulder pattern. If you want to go in for a buy, you're going for a buy right now with stops around these regions. The possibility that price will come retest 105. Okay, so but the best thing here is to wait for price to break above this region, retest this region. At the retest of 104.50, we could buy to the upside. That's that for the first move. And if price decide to break below to the downside, breaking this kind of like a resistance is creating here, then we might anticipate a break below, retest of this region, create equal the previous low it created at 103.60 something, maybe something like that to the downside. Okay, so if we get that, then we would anticipate that if price decide to go to the upside, which is what I'm basically looking out for, then we might see a continuation to the downside here on pound USD, which is unlikely. So it's kind of I'm waiting to see what happens at this point. Looking at the pound USD, I'm anticipating that price on the daily time frame, if we have to pull off our Fibonacci, we might want to see that pound USD still wants to continue to retest at least 1.2783. okay, now if that's the case, on the 4 hours time frame, then we might still see price want to break below this low it created on 128.50. so we might see something like this. Price break that, retest it, and then we might see price come all the way back to 1.2786. then we might anticipate maybe like a takeoff to the upside. Otherwise, we might just see if price open and we start seeing DXY shoot down to the downside, breaking that inverse head and shoulder pattern that it's creating, then we might just see price start going up from the upside from here. I'm not very confident in buying from here, but I'll be very confident if I see price come back to break these regions of 1.2936, because we've seen it's somewhere it has created a resistance previously. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, all right. It might be something I'll be looking out for, although it's just the safest. The indication of break above this region shows we are ready to go to the upside. It might be a few pips grab up to 60 pips to the previous high it has made. So if that's the case, this is what I'm looking at. But if we go back, if we are considering just this move here from here to this point here, okay, we now see that price has done an overextension and it's probably at 78.60% pullback. Okay, which means that we might start going to the upside, which is this anticipation here. All right, but if we go to the daily time frame, which is the higher time frame, and then we're considering this move it started making around 1.2614, okay, then we might see that it's very close to 50%, which actually coincides with the 4 hours time frame, which means price must start continuing to the upside. Okay, or we might see price at market open on the first 2 days of next week. We might see price just come into this regions of 1.2775 regions to bottom the 61.8% pullback regions. Okay, And that being the case, we are already ready for that. What did I do? Okay, if that happens, we're already ready for that. Let me take this off for now first. All right, back on the 4 hours time frame. I thought that's what I removed. Let me take this off, please. So back on the 4 hours time frame, if price breaks here, what I might be looking out for here for me to actually buy from these regions is if price moves up, come back and create like a double bottom, or get some kind of consolidation here and breaks out, then I will buy from here. Otherwise, we might look out for price probably having an overextension into this region, so 1.28, then we can buy from there. Okay, overall I'm very bullish on pound USD. Lastly, gold. Gold probably is done with its pullback. It has bottomed, and last week it has created more like a settling double bottom. This is exactly what it is. But if that's the case, basically I'll be looking out for entries. But since we've seen something like this, there might be a reason for price to maybe want to pull back a little bit, maybe even from a double bottom, or just retrace a little bit here, break above here back, and then we can start seeing price to the upside. Or we could just get price to break above these regions. I want to see a retest back to these regions of 395 regions, and then price continue to the upside. All right, for any reasons, the reason I might be considering says if price break below these regions of 350, we might just see price sell back, sell down to the downside. That's as easy as it looks. Okay, that's that for gold, and that's that for this week. I hope you back some pips and enjoy the rest of your weekends and enjoy the week ahead. Ciao.